Hey guys, I really enjoyed about reading some of your countries that you've been researching, and I have been researching the country of Portugal and learning about their economy and kind of the pros and cons of that economy. To begin with, Portugal is a republic. They also joined the European Union in 1986. Joining the Union really did a lot of good things for their economy. They experienced a lot of growth in the 1990s, and they also their government did some changes. They privatized, just a lot of the state-controlled firms, and they liberalized a lot of the key elements of the economy. They did experience growth in the 1990s. That growth kind of sloped off beginning in 2001 to 2008, and then the economy also fell again from 2011 to 2014. That doesn't mean that the economy does not work for them or it will fail. It's just these cycles that we kind of read about in our textbook. There's downs and ups to every economy, so right now they're just kind of in a downward slope. The economy is one of the biggest service-based economies in Europe. Over 67% of the labor force comes from these service industries, and they also have a lot of imports and exports that come out to help their economy. They export a lot of textile industries, they have agricultural industries, they have wood and cork, fruits and grain, and all of these things that they export to bring in revenue for their economy. They also, since they are in a downward spiral right now in their economy, they do have a lot of unemployment. There's around a 13% unemployment rate. Again, this kind of goes hand in hand when you have a slope in the economy, and this is because when you're not operating at full employment and you don't have all these needs for running production full force, you don't have the needs for the workers. So unfortunately, that's just one of the things that is happening right now in the economy. A huge issue that is going on right now in Portugal is really a main thing in everyone's minds probably is the elections that are coming up. There are elections that are going to be starting here in a couple of weeks, and this election could directly affect the economy. A lot of people are worried about the elections maybe increasing a risk of the fiscal slippage, and they're also kind of worried that it's going to undermine the investor confidence in the Portugal economy. So really, it's kind of a main issue. A lot of times that we learned in our textbook, a lot of people worry when elections come around because the people running for office, they make promises that they don't always keep. So these elections really are a big deal. It could be negative for the economy, and it also could be positive for the economy. Again, about the service industries, 75% of the GDP comes from these service industries. So really, one of the main pros of Portugal's economy is the service industries because it provides jobs, a lot of exports, and a lot of GDP for the economy. They do have a quite large public debt right now. There's over 138 something percent of the GDP in public debt. Again, that does not mean that the economy is going to fail or it's the end and it's not working. It just means that right now they have a large public debt. And a lot of us know that the U.S. also has large public debt. And from the textbook, it's not always about the public debt. It's about how the country can handle that debt. So you don't really look at that number and say that the economy does not work for that country. It's how that country can handle that debt. I believe that Portugal's economy works for them. There was a significant amount of growth when they joined the European Union. I just think they are kind of in a slump right now, which every country goes through, so hopefully that will start to pick back up, and maybe with the elections it will. So it's been really great kind of learning about these pros and cons and being able to read in our textbook and apply it to what's really happening out there in the real world. And I hope everyone has a great rest of the semester.